You will keep in perfect peace those whose mind are steadfast because they trust in you. Isaiah chapter 26, verses 3.
Hello family, a very warm welcome back to the Lovystouch food channel. Thank you so much for coming back. I am so excited to bring to you one of my favorite
Stews, which is okra stew. Oh my goodness, this was a banger.
I have so many ways of making my okra stew, and this time around we're going to reduce the sliminess of our okra stew and we're going to enjoy it with some soft banku. It is absolutely delicious, finger licking good. So please stay tuned if you are interested, and do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Let's get started. Yay!
So these are the list of ingredients here. Let's go through the protein. I'll be incorporating some seafood. I have a huge crab here, some mackerel fish, and I do have some cow meat, a bit of cow skin, cow intestines, and stomach all mixed together. You can go ahead and decide to use either fish or meat. It really doesn't matter. And for vegetables, I do have some fresh tomatoes, I have some onions, ginger, garlic, and I'm going to list each and every one below. Of course, the main ingredient, which is the okra. So to begin with, I blended some onions, ginger, garlic, and some dry herbs. Please do not worry, I'm going to list each and every one below in the description box, so please do well to check that out. Okay, so I'm going to blend these ingredients together until they're nice and smooth. While in my pot, I'll add all my meat here. Okay, as always, please use the choice of meat that you prefer. Okay, so I'm going to put everything here, and to that I'm going to add some dried beef seasoning. A tablespoon was being used, and I also add my blended ingredients here and add some amount of salt just for taste and flavor as well. I'm going to cover it, allow it to steam for the next 20 minutes on low to medium heat. While waiting, there's a lot that to be done, especially for our fresh ingredients or vegetables. It needs to be chopped and sliced when needed. So I'm going to take off the seed. It is very, very important. You want to separate these two, okay? And I'm going to slice them like this. You can also decide to chop them into small, tiny bits. It really doesn't matter. I just love it like the salad shape, like this, and just put it aside once I'm done. Once I'm done with the tomatoes, I'm going to also go ahead and chop some onions. I'm going to use the same size for the onions as well. And once I'm done with the onions, I'm going to set everything aside and then go ahead and cut some eggplants as well, because I will be incorporating some delicious eggplant in there. I just love it in this type of okra stew. Okay, so as usual, go ahead and cut the eggplant according to your preference. It really soften up, so even if you cut them into chunky sizes, it's going to just be so soft and melt in the okra stew. Depends on how you are able to cope with texture and all these vegetables in your meals. Okay, you can also decide to just cut it tiny bits as I am doing here. So yes, once I'm done with the eggplant, I'm going to set that aside and go forward to chop my okra, which is the main ingredient here. Okay, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying this recipe already. I like to really wash my okra before I start to chop them, and I also decided to chop my okra into a much chunkier size than I would normally do. If I always want my okra to be very slimy, I always go for cutting my okra into a much smaller size. I think it just helps to retain the sliminess. Sometimes I even go ahead to grate them just to make the sliminess very intact. Today we're not going to be making it too slimy because there are so many different ways to make your okra stew. Okay, so once I'm done with all the choppables, I'm going to go ahead and check on my meat, and as you can see, it's doing quite amazing. And we do not add extra water apart from the liquid that we got from blending all our beautiful ingredients here, and it's just amazing like this. We're going to allow this to cook further so that it release all the golden juices and also soften up for us. All right, so in the meantime, it's perfect for us to also get our seafood ready. As you can see, I've cleaned the seafood. I've just make sure it is very nice and neat, especially the crabs. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to also sprinkle a little bit of the blended ingredients, season it with some salt, add a little amount of water, and I'm going to go ahead to steam this as well for about 10 minutes. Seafood does not take too much time for it to get ready, and as you can see, those beautiful juices coming out of it is just incredible. So now that I'm done dealing with my protein, let's go ahead and start with our okra stew process. So in my pot, I am going to add in some palm oil, which is lovely. You can also watch my oilless okra stew recipe if you do not want it with oil. We have lots and lots. I have covered lots of okra stew recipes on this channel, so please check that out. All right, so in my palm oil, once it's heated, I'll go in with my cured fish, which is momone, to bring out that amazing umami flavor. And once that is being heated, I'll just go in with my chopped onions. Make sure you add enough onions as possible. Allow that to fry. Allow that to caramelize and make sure it is a very nice and tender in there before you add your blended ingredients. So in the blended ingredients, we have our ginger, garlic, onion, some dried herbs, which I also list below, and also some habanero pepper. Habanero peppers are very strong. I also added the seed of the tomatoes and blended everything up, and now look, it's just so amazing. So the base of our okra stew is coming together very well, as you can see. Oh, the aroma is just incredible. You can really feel that momone. Oh my goodness, it is so good. So I'm going to now go ahead and add my steamed meat, and yes, you want to go in with the stock as well. Just cover it, allow it to just steam for about 10 minutes on a low to medium heat, while on the other hand, I went ahead to boil some water, which I will be using to cook my okra, my eggplant, and my spinach. Yes, you can use contemporary if you're in Ghana, it's just more appropriate. So I'm going to mix everything, stir gently together, and allow this to cook. Oh boy, that colors combination is just amazing. I'm using this way because I want more vegetables in my okra stew this time, and I did not also add any bicarbonate soda to retain the sliminess. That is the main goal for this okra stew. I do not want it to be too slimy. I've noticed sometimes I see comments, it is too slimy for me. Yes, you can also enjoy your okra stew without it being too slimy, like so slimy. Okay, so this is the main goal for this recipe. I'm just going to make sure I stir everything together and allow it to cook for about 10 minutes. It does not take too much time at all. So the base of our okra stew is looking so amazing right now, and the meat in there, and it's just so flavorful. It's so tender. I just want to have one right away. So it's a perfect time for me to now add my seafood. I begin with the crabs. Please, when it comes to the seafood, you just want to be extra careful. What I do not like is my fish tearing up in my okra stew. Is a no-no for me. So you just want to go ahead and carefully place them on top of your base of the stew, and just allow this to just incorporate with each and every ingredient in there, and it's just going to come out so good. Please do not throw away all the stock that came with you steaming your seafood. It is so important for this okra stew. So go ahead and add a little bit in there as well. I think I mixed the clip where I added a little bit of the stock, and so we just let it be. Just add a little bit there. It is going to really elevate all the flavors. All right, so once everything has come in there, just make sure you stir at the bottom gently, very nice, and then go in with your cooked eggplant, your okra, and the spinach. Make sure you put everything in there, and oh, just look at that. It's just amazing. So all that you have to do is now stir gently, because the okra is now nice and slimy. Do not worry about your fish. It is not going to break at all. Okay, and once I'm done, I'll just allow it to simmer. But before that, I like to go in with a bit of red onions just for some garnishing and also some crunch. It is just beautiful in there, and I'll just allow it to simmer for 5 minutes, and after which we are done to serve. Oh my goodness, this is so delicious. You want to go ahead and serve it with your eba, your banku, any swallow of choice, and you are going to really indulge in this. It is just so delicious with everything in there. So good. I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that you're going to give it a try. If you did enjoy this recipe, please kindly share it with your friends and family, and also do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Okay, we did enjoy this with some soft banku, and it was really delicious. And if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to gear you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so very much, family, for watching once again, and as always, know that you're so beautiful just the way you are. I will see you in my next one. Have a blessed day.